Hello beautiful people, my name is Tammy Robinson. Thank you for coming to my very first cooking show. And you're in for a real treat because we're heading over to Shamrock Farm to meet Mike. And Mike's gonna give us a tour of his beautiful farm, and I'm gonna select some delicious vegetables from there because I'm gonna make a vegan quiche Lorraine. So come with me, this is gonna be fun. Let's go. Hello beautiful people, my name is Tammy Robinson. Join me on an adventure exploring beautiful farms, vegan restaurants and wineries on Vancouver Island while I cook up some vegan food inspired by these beautiful places. I'm here today at Shamrock Farm with Mike, and Mike's gonna give us a tour of his beautiful farm today. And I'm curious, how long have you had the farm for, Mike?
We have been here now going on 30 years.
Wow.
And it's been a 30-year work in progress.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so can you tell me a bit about what you grow here?
We do a big cross-section of vegetables. We have tried to be diverse over the years and keep diversifying. No pun intended, but we're a farm without all the eggs in one basket because weather changes, climate changes, and by diversifying, it's not often the conditions are such that you lose everything at once.
And where do you sell your food?
Predominantly at our farm stand in the farmer's market, and a small percentage of wholesale.
What is your favorite thing to grow here at the farm?
I think probably garlic.
The garlic?
Yeah,
okay,
I like
good.
the garlic the best.
I'm gonna grab some of that today because I'm gonna do a quiche Lorraine, a vegan quiche Lorraine. And I'm gonna grab some of your garlic today, some of your tomatoes and some onions. Do you have any other recommendations I can grab today?
No, I think you got the top few.
So do you find that farming gives back to you and your family and the community in any way that you want to share?
We have 3 boys, and all 3 boys kind of know what life's about, growing up on a farm, and they all know how to work. And they've never been unemployed.
Oh, wow.
As a result.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, thanks so much for having me here today. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to everyone what you're doing here and for the community and what you're growing. Food is the most important thing. It's life itself. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Hello, hello, how was that? Isn't that an amazing place? Look what I got. So Mike gave me all of these. It's a very good price, and I think I might actually have a lifetime supply of garlic. But what he told me is that now that I'm gonna be cooking it today and it's nice and fresh, I think he said something like the bite is a little bit sharper, but a little bit less garlic taste. And that changes over time to the opposite. So I'm really excited to try this. It's gonna be super juicy, he said, which will be excellent for this dish. But I'm gonna be hanging these and dehydrating them just like the rest of my herbs. I love using fresh herbs from a local farm. So let's get started.
1, 2, 3,
So I wanted to speed up today's cooking show for you. So I've already pre-made the dough, and I'm gonna just put the recipe link right in the YouTube channel here, so you'll have that. But I've chilled it after I prepared it. I chilled it for about an hour. And then after you take it out, just let it come to room temperature for about 5 minutes. And then we're gonna roll it out. So I'm just gonna show you how to do that. So you're going to take your work surface and make sure it's nice and clean. Mine's all set to go. You're just gonna sprinkle a little dusting of flour like so, maybe a bit more. And we're just going to throw it over onto our rolling pin. Get your hands nice and lightly dusted with the flour. And you want to bring the dough together just slightly. This also helps to bring it into room temperature, is just to bring your hands into the dough and press. So we're just going to lay that down. I'm actually going to just add just a slight more bit of flour and a bit more on my hands. Pat it down. And then when you're making the dough, you are just going to roll out from the center outward like so, and creating a circle. you want to achieve about 12-inch round and a 1/2 inch thick. That's really good. So I'm just going to lift this dough right over the roller, like so. And I'm going to bring my pie pan, and I'm just going to lift this and put this right over the pie pan, like so. Like that. Voila! Beautiful. Okay, so now we're just going to cut the edges. You want about an inch sort of overhang over the pan. Just go all the way around, just cut that off. You can even use some kitchen scissors if you have it. Just like so. There we go. And I always save that extra dough for a nice cinnamon bun. You can leave that in your fridge for up to 5 days. It's perfect dough for a cinnamon bun. We're just going to take the dough and we're just going to lift it into the pan like so. All the way around. Okay. Then you're going to take your index finger and your thumb and you're just going to make a nice little weave trim all the way around. And there you go. So let's blind bake the pie now. So you're just going to cut a sheet of parchment paper and place it over your pie shell like this. You can, oops, almost slipped out of my fingers. You can use rice, obviously uncooked, or some small beans, and you're just going to pour that right inside and just let that fall in. And then you just want to gently push so it fills all of the spaces inside the pie shell.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so now it's all about the filling. The herbs, the spices, tofu. How do you get a vegan quiche filling, right? I got the best vegan quiche filling recipe. Maybe I am bragging just a little bit, but I get lots of compliments. So I got these tomatoes from the farm today from Shamrock Farm, and they are absolutely delicious, really sweet. They just hit it all in the right places. Do you know what I mean? It could be cherry tomatoes or it could be grape tomatoes. I prefer grape tomatoes. I like the sweetness of them. So we're just going to place these right into a nice cooking sheet. Like so. We're going to bake them for 8 to 10 minutes. Just a little sprinkle of olive oil over top. And then a little sprinkle of some sea salt. Don't be shy. I'm never shy with my sea salt. It's probably not a good thing, but I love my sea salt. And we're going to put this into the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. All right. For a vegan quiche Lorraine, I think it's all about the tempeh bacon, the smoky flavors. So how I'm going to achieve that, I'm going to be adding 5 strips of tempeh bacon to the filling of this vegan quiche. And at your local grocery store, just find a tempeh bacon that has already a smoky flavoring to it. That's definitely going to just establish that smoky taste that much more. And just chop them up into small pieces so that you can achieve in your frying pan a nice sort of bacon sort of crumble. And that's all you want to do. So we're going to put this into a frying pan with a bit of olive oil and some extra smoked paprika for that extra smoky taste. So we'll just grab a frying pan here. Just put that into the frying pan. So you're going to fry these for, you want to get that nice sort of burnt, not burnt, but that nice crispy bacon, right? So I'd say 8 to 10 minutes again, and some olive oil, just so you can achieve that crispiness in the tofu bacon, and a nice sprinkle of that smoked paprika. Okay, and I just want to draw your attention to this beautiful garlic from Shamrock Farm. because it's so fresh, it has a really tough shell. So I actually already minced some, but I just want to show you, you actually have to just give it a good cut down the center before you get started, because it's pretty tough. But the smell, you can smell the sweetness. It's just so delicious. There's nothing like fresh, right? There's nothing like fresh. I also picked up some fresh herbs today from the farmer's market. Absolutely delicious. Now I'm just going to put those into the frying pan. And the mixed garlic. And, oh wow. Oh wow, that smells so good. Olive oil. And a pinch of sea salt. And we'll get that frying right away here. So this will be sauteed for 5 to 8 minutes. You want to turn the burner to about medium to high heat. That's smelling good already. And now you're going to add the fresh thyme to the frying pan. And the last couple of minutes, so you don't want that to, cook for too long. You just want to, break that flavor open just a little bit. So the last couple minutes, we'll just let that sit. We're going to add the tempeh bacon and the caramelized onions, minced garlic, and thyme. So now we're going to add the liquid smoke. And this is going to really step up that smoky taste. Just a little bit of that. And some sea salt. Some oregano. And to give it the color of egg, some turmeric powder. Some all-purpose flour or some gluten-free flour, your choice. A little bit of baking powder just to rise it up, get it rising so it's nice and fluffy. And I'm going to add some nutritional yeast, and nutritional yeast for vegans is the way to establish a cheesy taste. So Vegan Quiche Lorraine is a cheesy tomato and bacon flavor. So this is a great way to achieve that cheesy taste. And then the aquafaba. And with the aquafaba is basically the liquid that you find in chickpeas. So we're going to add some aquafaba, and that's going to help bind the filling together. And then lastly, the tofu. And then you're going to blend this to a liquid consistency. It usually takes about a minute to 2 to achieve that texture. So I'm just going to put this into the blender.
1, 2, 3.
All right, so now we have all of the ingredients right here for the filling. I have this filling in the blender here that it's a liquid form, but it's more like a paste when it's ready. And I'm just going to pour that into the pie. Like so. Yummy. Oh, I can smell all of the flavors in there. And you're just going to just use the spatula to sort of flatten it out. We're going to start first with the spinach, and we're just going to actually tuck the spinach into the filling. So just place it down on top, and then you'll use the spatula to sort of tuck it into the filling. So maybe start with about half the amount that's in the recipe. Oh, and the recipe is in the link, so don't you worry. So we're going to tuck that spinach in. You want some pieces slightly sticking up and slightly into the dough. There we go. All right. Now we're going to sprinkle some tempeh smoky bacon over the top. And there's some already in the filling, as you know, but I like to use just a little bit on top. The smokier your quiche Lorraine is, the better it'll taste. So you can begin just pressing a little bit of that in as well, and then adding some more. Oh, lots of bacon. Yum, 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 yum. Then you'll sprinkle your cheese on top. And this cheese is an old vegan cheddar. So nice. It also has kind of a smoky flavor too. So don't be shy with that as well. And then you're going to take your tomatoes and you're just going to disperse them throughout the pie evenly and decoratively if you'd like. So now I'm just going to put the pie in the oven for 25 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's about it.
1, 2, 3,
So the pie is all ready for tasting. Ooh, yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, so beautiful, crispy bacon on top and a nice golden pie shell here. I'm very happy with the outcome of this pie. It turned out nicely. So just give a nice little slice into the pie. And my husband will probably be eating this all week for breakfast with a nice cup of coffee. Oh wow, this smells good. Absolutely delicious. Just maybe a little bit more of a slice there. And I'm going to add a little sprig. Maybe one more. And let's put it to the taste test. I kind of like to go with the crust and the filling at the same time. I'm a filling person. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, here it goes. This is worth it. So good. You're gonna love this. So thank you so much for coming today. I really enjoyed this. Stay tuned for our next episode. Bye-bye.